What's good, YouTube? Adam and we're back for another Rocket HQ video. Today we're doing another OU battle. This is the second battle I ever had with my Mega Herracross speed control team. And people, I'm not gonna lie, this team is growing on me. I like this team, but this is a rough one. This battle was a little bit of a rough one. I make some misplays. I definitely do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really am noticing the difference between how this team plays and my last team played, and they're very different. But I'm also loving the challenge of this team. I think this is a really, really unique team in OU. I mean, I'm running a Meowstic in OU singles. I'm running a Herracross. I'm running a Jolteon with Baton Pass. I think it's a really unique team. It's very, very challenging to use, but I do think there's some really awesome potential here. And I really just want to keep trying to use this team and to learn what I can do to be better with this team, because some of these mons are really great. Excuse me. So I'm really enjoying challenging myself with this team. But like I said, there's definitely some mistakes made in this battle, some things that can be learned from. But also, this is just a really cool team. So looking at my opponent's team, as I said, this was the second ever battle I had with this team. This battle happened on the Rocket HQ stream. Links are down below. You're going to see all the battles from the stream on YouTube, but if you want to catch these battles live or rank up in Team Rocket, challenge me or Shade or any of the elites for gym leader battles, be sure you check out the streams. Looking at my opponent's team, I knew the Smeargle was going to lead, and that was kind of the most threatening thing when I looked at their team. Looking at what I need to preserve, Heatran is going to be fairly important. Mega Herracross is just super important for this team. It does work to a lot of the team. And that's why I really enjoy using Mega Herracross. Most people don't build their teams to stop it because it's so uncommon. But I'm really trying to use it. Some of you have requested it. Honestly, the more I rewatch these battles, the more I use it, the more I love it. So this team is really near and dear to my heart. I'm definitely going to keep pushing myself to learn how to use this team effectively. So let's go ahead and get into the battle. And everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like or a dislike. Let us know what you think of this video. And please leave a comment down below. If you leave a meaningful or insightful competitive comment, you might even get points in the Rocket tier system. Again, all those links are down below in the description. So I lead with my Meowstic because I knew my opponent was going to lead with Smeargle. They surprised me to actually go for Magic Coat. So I'm guessing they predicted me to T-Wave, but I predicted them to Spore. So I actually go for Safeguard. And honestly, I should have stayed here and go for Psychic. Again, this is my second battle using this team. I think I got a little bit too excited. I went for the Iron Ball just to go with the Focus Sash, but I honestly think I should have just gone for 2 quick Psychics, to be totally honest, and save the Iron Ball for later. The reason I'm running Iron Ball Trick on this Meowstic, it's my final measure of speed control. So if someone has like a Garchomp, for example, or an Exegil, something that I can't slow down with T-Wave, I can always Iron Ball Trick them. So here I go into my Skarmory, and here I actually double switch because I thought it was painfully obvious that I was going to defog. So I predicted my opponent to go into their Bisharp, so I actually went into my Heatran, because again they had rocks and sticky webs up, and I thought like, hello, I'm going to defog now. It was very, very clear. So my opponent does switch out, but surprisingly they go into this. So obviously now I have to switch out, which is very unfortunate. Here I make a serious misplay. I think I 100% should have gone to Mega Herracross. My Mega Herracross is a lot of HP investment. I could have easily taken a hit from this thing and retaliated back with a pin missile or with a close combat. So I think that was a mistake, trying to take that Drain Punch or a knockoff, which it could have definitively been a knockoff. But now predicting the knockoff, I go into my Skarmory. Again, I just haven't got used to using Mega Herracross yet, but in my opinion, these are misplays. I should be switching into Mega Herracross. Mega Herracross will take a knockoff, like Conkeldurr took a pebble off of that pillar and flicked it at it. Like, it will do nothing, and Herracross will do big damage in return. Here I get really annoyed because I thought it was obvious, like I thought a Brave Bird was obvious now. But apparently now my opponent realizes I have defog, and now they want to switch Bisharp in. So this is my own fault. This is another example of when you make a prediction, you need to think about what happens if you're wrong. And there I didn't think about what would happen if I was wrong. And this is insanely costly, letting this Bisharp activate the Defiant. I'm also considering, and this, let me know what you think in the comments. Right now my Skarmory's got Tailwind, Defog, Roost, and Brave Bird. I'm considering running Whirlwind on this thing. Maybe getting rid of Roost. So let me know what you think of that, because there have been a lot of times that this team gets punished by setup Pokemon. So I'm thinking Whirlwind might be nice. I'm also debating lefties over Rocky Helmet. Let me know what you wonderful, beautiful Rocky people think. So here would have been a great time to go for Whirlwind. I had 2 chances to go for it, but I don't have it. So terrible things are happening. So now I need something I can take. Sucker Punch at +4, and again, this is why I should have switched to this Mega Herracross long ago. Like the bulk of this thing is ridiculous. Be sure you check out the team building video where I built this team, because there's a lot of custom EV spreads, and I explain why it can really help you improve your OU team building game. That link is going to be down below. But my Mega Herracross is a very specific EV spread, and it has a surprising amount of HP investment. So the normal Mega Herracross probably wouldn't live that, but mine has a lot of HP, so I do. Here I go for Pin Missile just because it was going to hit anything. I took out the Bisharp. Defy that! That's what you get. I still played so poorly around that thing. Whirlwind would have been great. I'm glad I finally realized that Mega Hera was the best thing to take that sort of attack. Here I should have stayed in. This was a huge misplay. I am insulting Mega Herracross. Baby, I am sorry. I am insulting you. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. This was ridiculous. What am I doing? He has a Gliscor. I have HP Ice. I could use you. You're so good. Why am I foddering a Jolteon? Do you realize how easily Mega Herracross could have lived a Mach Punch? How easily it could have done that? Mega Herracross wouldn't have eaten the Mach Punch. Like Conqueror just like took a pebble off its pillar and threw it at it. Would have done nothing. And look at me being a noodle here. I go into Meowstic. I certainly won't need this thing for later. And this goes against the whole point of running Meowstic. The whole point is to save this thing to fodder something and then slow it down. I'm playing like a complete and utter noodle, people. So now here's the point. Why did I switch out of Herracross if I was only going to go back into this thing? Look how well he takes his Mach Punch. I'm sorry, did you want something? That was like someone tapped on your shoulder for my attention. Are you kidding me? Look how much this does. Bah! I'm really disappointed in myself that I switched this thing out. But you know, hey, you learn. And that's why I'm rewatching these battles. That's why I'm uploading these battles. So you all can see, you know, my mistakes, my wins, my successes, and my losses, so you can become a better player. There's something that would have been great to have a Jolteon Hidden Power Ice for, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? So it goes for the Earthquake. Understandable, just wanted to kill me. Lets his Toxic Orb activate. And again, this is another reason I should have saved Meowstic, because in the back of my head I was like, it would have been so cool if I could have tricked the Toxic Orb away from Gliscor. But nope, that didn't get to happen. Because I killed Meowstic. Anyway, I'm in here now. I'm not super afraid of this thing because I am a Chansey. And my goal at this point in time is kind of like, you know, my opponent probably thinks that they're going to win some great victory by killing my Chansey. But I could Wish Pass into my Herracross. So what I'm saying is I could time it so that I go for a Wish the turn I die from Toxic, and that way Herracross would come in, kill something, and be at full HP. So that's kind of the goal. But the problem with that plan is I'm not doing a good job of assessing my opponent's team. For example, what do they have? A Mega Gardevoir. Although in my head I'm thinking, oh, Heatran, my Choice Specs Heatran can deal with that. And it's because I have the Heatran that I decided it was okay to fodder my Chansey. This is still a risky play. So again, the end goal here, I'm a little disappointed to see sub, because that makes this a little bit harder for me. But the end goal here is for Chansey to die with a Wish in the air so that Herracross can come in and take this thing out. Jolteon should be alive at this point. It's pretty irritating that it's not. Here my opponent actually switches out into their Blissey, which is amazing news for me. Because that means it's going to be extremely easy for Herracross to get a kill on this thing. And again, my plan is not really to stall anything out. My plan is to die with a Wish in the air. So now I've been in here for a long time, even though I have Natural Cure. I'm just sitting in here, so I'm kind of foddering my Chansey. I'm really, like you notice in these battles, my opponents aren't exactly killing my Pokemon. I'm just sort of letting them die, which is really, really irritating, you know. And I get that this is a very different team. And still, hey, you know, I'm just pushing through. I'm just getting used to this team and expanding my horizons. So here, this is the turn I went for a Wish, and as you see, I time it perfectly. I do go down the Toxic, which means that Blissey, my opponent's probably like, yeah, I took down the Chansey, and it's just like, hello, I am Mega Herracross. How are you? Please eat this close combat. And there's no switch-ins. My name is There's No Switch-ins for Mega Herracross. That horn literally went inside Blissey's face. Did you see that animation? It literally took its horn and stabbed Blissey in the face. It is dead. Like, there's no coming back. And then, give me that HP. That's exactly where I want to be. I'm a Mega Herracross at full HP. Hello, how are you? And again, it would have been so fantastically wonderful if I had Jolteon alive. Had I known they were going for Toxic, had I known that and I was a Psychic, I would have switched into Heatran and been golden. But I go for a Bullet Seed, predicting an Earthquake because my defenses are lowered. So at this point, I really, really want to switch into Heatran because Heatran can kill this thing, but I kind of need to see where this thing, what's it going to do. So Bullet Seed's obviously doing a lot, but it's not a great looking battle, I'll put it that way. The situation I'm in is not that promising. So now I see Protect, and I'm like, okay, I need to live one Earthquake, which I will. So basically I need to stay near one more turn because that means he can't protect 2 turns in a row, but he will protect again 2 turns from now. And on that predicted protect, I can bring in my Heatran with HP Ice and kill this thing. So that's now the game plan. Luckily, Bullet Seed can obviously break the sub. So I go for Bullet Seed just to break through the sub. Again, knowing that the following turn my opponent's going to go for Protect. So I don't care what range of health this thing is at. I know HP Ice will easily kill it. I just need it to go down. Looking at this again, actually no, because Poison Heal is the death of me here. Because from that range of health, I would have loved to have been locked in the Flash Cannon, because the only Mon that my opponent has left is the Gardevoir. But you're going to see, so here I predict the Protect, which allows me to go into my Heatran. They go for the Protect, it fails. And I'm able to go for my HP Ice. But you'll see from the range of health they're at, I don't even think a Choice Specs Flash Cannon would kill. I'll do that calc and see. If it would have killed, then I definitely should have gone for it. I could have possibly won the game if I did that. I was under the impression that it would not kill and I would die to Earthquake, so I had to go for HP Ice. But I had a game plan. In the back of my mind, I was like, it's alright. I've got the game in a very, very good place. All I have to do here is go into Herracross, because unfortunately Herracross is not going to do anything to this Gardevoir. Let Herracross die, and then Heatran can just do the rest with Flash Cannon. The bad news is that it depends on what kind of Gardevoir this is. If this Gardevoir is max speed, it outspeeds Heatran, which is a problem, because Heatran will only get 1 hit off, because it can probably 2-hit KO me. It goes for Calm Mind, and I'm like, that's terrible news. That's really awful, terrible, terrible news. So Mega Herracross, even though I didn't play very well in this battle, did some work. I really enjoyed this thing. I think I'm going to keep, like I said, I'm going to keep pushing forward with this team, trying to make it work. And oh, Herracross, I'm sorry. That was payback for the Blissey. That was hurtful. That was hurtful. That, ooh, gone. That was painful. It's just died completely. But I'm like, all right. Your Choice Specs Heatran, you can do it. I don't think a Choice Specs Flash Cannon would even kill. But oh my gosh, Focus Blast. Did not see that coming. Not sure if that was my opponent's best play. If my Flash Cannon didn't kill them, they should have just gone for Hyper Voice because they would have 2-hit KO'd me. But that is, in fact, the battle. So my second battle with this team was a loss. I honestly think that I played really poorly. I think there were some moves that, had I made different moves, I could have maybe come away with that win. But again, you know, I love this game. I hope you all enjoy watching these. It's all about fun. It's all about learning and getting better. You know, never write off a loss as something outside your control. Always say, like, you know what, I made certain plays that cost me that game. And that's why I post these videos for you. That's why I look back and I rewatch all my battles, because I see what did I do well, what didn't I do well. So now the next time I have a play session with this Mega Herracross team, I will have learned a lot. But let me know if you like this team, if you're excited to see Mega Herracross. Excuse me, if you have any suggestions for this team. Maybe Whirlwind, question mark. Skarmory and Jolteon are probably the 2 weakest links, so let me know if you think I need Whirlwind, if you think I should get rid of Baton Pass and put Volt Switch and T-Wave. Let me know. But remember, if you want a chance to battle myself, Shade, or do gym battles, check out the Rock HQ stream. That is your best possible source to do that. You'll see all the battles from the streams on YouTube, but if you want to catch them live / be in those videos, that is the place to be. So that concludes it for today's video. My name is Admin Umbro. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good one.